Okay, this is Victor Mosley coming to you again from my podcast, Out in Black. Let's get started. Please forgive the video if it rattles or vibrates a little bit. I'm doing my best. Now, I want to speak about today about diversity, equity, and inclusion. And I'm going to start off, and I may run over the time. I may go up to 15 minutes probably. But it's a diversity, equity, inclusion is an attempt to, let's say, level the playing field that all races have a fair shot by implementing the same standards for education, experience, ability to do the job, and just getting in there and showing the zest to help themselves and their company prosper. Now, I've often heard from many white people that I'm not going to get into who, but about, well, they say a lot of times that, well, if there is white privilege, I didn't have anything to do with it. I did not set up slavery. My parents did not enslave anybody. Well, to that, and I worked on this phraseology for quite a while now. And it goes like this. You don't have to have created a system in order to benefit from it. Say it again. You don't have to have created a system in order to benefit from it. Now, let me apply some black folks sense to that. You know, so in other words, in black folks' words, you can actually be chosen first in a job. You can actually be put at the top of the line in a job. You can actually be picked out of a group of qualified individuals that may have more experience than you, to the exclusion of those people because you have the right color of skin. See, you don't have to have done things that, oppress the people that all of you are vying for, let's say, the same positions for the sake of argument. Now, that's the thing. Just because you benefit from a system to the exclusion of other people does not mean the system does not exist. Does not mean white supremacy, white privilege does not exist for you if you have the color of your skin to be white, Caucasian, Anglo-Saxon, whichever way you wish to say it. Now, I often get a lot of people try to act as if they're going to scold black people. I watch a lot of the political commentary shows, and they scold a lot of black people by telling them, well, why do you hate America? Well, first off, if you watch my videos, and I ask you to go back and watch some of my other videos, this is the seventh video of my podcast, Out in Black. And you'll see that I scold a lot of these so-called black Republican males that I've watched on these shows that have recently, for example, just went along with the second Trump administration when he just rounded up a lot of Hispanic, my brown sisters and brothers of Spaniard ancestry, and just rounded them up, put them on a plane, and dropped them in El Salvador prison. Come to find out that just one that they've proven is totally innocent. Never had a criminal record, never did anything wrong. Matter of fact, they picked this man up. He had to call his wife to come get their autistic child so they can drag him off to a prison, totally innocent. Now, of course, I've talked about and raised the book on my videos of the Red Report with Ida B. Wells. Just think about that, you black Republican males. I mean, some of these folks, if it's a nickel between the two of you and the truth, they'll snatch up that nickel and put a blade right between your shoulder blades right here. They'll put it right there. If it's a nickel between you and the truth. they don't care. And yes, am I harshly describing what I think of these so-called black Republicans? Yes, I am. Because you got the audacity to dismiss the color of your skin and all the atrocities and the sadistic nature of what has happened to black people in America since it's thievery from the Native Americans. And you got to go along with what these white supremacists, all these white privileged people systematically trying to erase the contributions of black and brown people in America. Are you kidding? You don't deserve harsh criticism? You're sitting here gleefully talking about, well, I'm glad that they're rounding up all these criminals. How do you know they're criminals? Apply some black folk sense to that. What have you done if even you ever been around black people? Obviously, these black Republican males haven't been around a lot of black people, because you say that around some of the black neighborhoods. I grew up in the projects in Birmingham, Alabama. You say that around the wrong black company, you're going to get some furious pushback. They're going to ask you, well, how you know that? How you know all these folks are criminals? How you know these people are criminals? Who told you they're criminal? What proof you have? And you probably going to get yourself in a physical confrontation. So I'm beginning to think some of these black male Republicans hadn't been around a lot of black folks to begin with. Or from where I come from, you say the wrong thing around the wrong company, you're going to get got. Just like, well, in today's phrase, y'all, it's that F around and find out. But in my time period, is that you keep on running your mouth, flapping your gums, selling them wolf tickets. That's what we was calling in my time. Wolf meaning, whoa, 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 whoa. You keep on barking all that craziness. Keep on that crazy talk, and you will get got. You know, so, I mean, but let's move on. Let's go back to diversity, equity, inclusion, because I want to make sure I get these points across. Again, you do not have to have played a part in creating a discriminatory, a hateful, a oppressive system in order to now benefit from it, from the generations, from the hundreds of years that it has been created. Because of the color of your skin, you are given that free ticket inside the door where everybody else is now been made to turn on each other. And while the ones who have the white privilege looking at all us folks that, I don't do it, all us folks that turn on each other, all the brown and black people that turn on each other at the amusement of all the ones that have the white privilege. And we're still not getting anywhere because we have chosen to fight each other instead of fighting the real issue. And what it say you see on my board back here, democracy, of course, my podcast, my website, landcost.com. And this verse, Proverbs 3:31. I'm not going to read it to you. Go read it for yourself. But it is simply stated the fact that you envying the oppressor and you choosing his ways, that's why you're not successful. Sooner or later, it's going to come back on you. Your judgment will come upon you eventually. I mean, you sitting here, you gleefully, you happy, you celebrating Donald J. Trump rounding up people, kicking them out of the country, because they are not you now. Oh, you feel protected now, you black male Republican. You feel protected. You feel protected now because they getting somebody else now. I'm have a little reprieve, but now I'm not the one that's going to get lynched and stopped by the police and shot in the head. I mean, I'm not going to get stopped. I'm not going to get accused of stealing. I'm not going to get ridiculed. I'm not going to get thrown to the court system. Somebody else taking the heat now. I'm safe. You think that you are going to have the same issues, because it's going to come back around to you, because hateful people always circle back to you. You are like gold to white privilege, white supremacy. Black people, you are gold again to white privilege and white supremacy. You think you gotten a pass from all the hatred in America, and come to find out, again, the new phraseology is different when I was coming up. I'm about 60 years old, so I see the phraseology has changed. You know, in my day, it was that you keep on playing around and you gonna get got. I said it right. You gonna get got. Okay? Gonna get got. But that's just the phraseology in my day. So you probably not focus too much on the new wording today of diversity, equity, and inclusion, and just focus on, hey, there's no such thing as intelligence being encased in a skin color, intelligence being encased in a sex, intelligence being encased in sexual orientation, in transgender, in whatever. Intelligence is not encased in those compartmentalized descriptions. Intelligence is cased in your brain. That's what intelligence is. Kindness, wisdom, decency, and order is encased in your brain, your heart. Those things are not a skin color. Okay? It's not a race. It's not a sex. Decency, order, kindness, compassion, empathy, all those things are not encased in a skin color. It is encased in your heart, your mind, your brain. You keep on changing with everything, with all this evil that's in this country, because we all know for the love of money is the root of all evil. You thinking that somebody's taking something from you, and nobody's taking anything from you. You black male Republicans you're so gleefully joining with all these Republicans, these hateful people who just sit here and condemn innocent people because they're the new the people that we can go after. There's always somebody that these white privilege, these white supremacist people go after. Do you not understand that? Do you not get it? How many times that all these things can happen in America where you just continuously do the same thing and you get a lull when nobody messes with you, and then it starts back up on you. And then you wonder, well, I just thought you was messing with them. But why you messing back with me? I thought you was off of me. Well, we're not off of you ever. That's what white privilege and white supremacy do to you. It makes you think that you are now free from injustice. You are not. Stop. A new thing. I say that to myself a lot too. When I find myself drifting off into crazy thoughts, stop. That's what I do. So stop with the foolishness. Now again, I'm over time, but I say I will keep it below 15 minutes. So again, apply some black folk sense to it. You don't have to have participated in creating a system of oppression, discrimination, or exclusion in order to have benefited from it now, or your relatives in the past, your ancestors. In other words, hey, yeah, you didn't create white supremacy or you didn't create white privilege, but you sure got your free ticket in the door. And I said that right, the door. Thank you. Again, this is Victor Mosley, my podcast Out in Black. Yes, we're going to continue this thing and we're going to keep this thing going. This is the 7th video of my podcast. Thank you.